Hello, my name is Jim Hummer from Solver, and today we're going to talk about hierarchy. What is hierarchy? Hierarchy is basically the concept of what has priority for a filter. So within Excel, we basically have four parts. We have a sheet as a worksheet, we have rows, we have columns, and we have cell. And based on how you do filters, one will have priority or hierarchy over the other. So let's do a little exercise to demonstrate that. So we are in version 5, BI360 Data Warehouse. And I'm going to do some example here of just doing a straight account. And we're going to select a row. And within this, you always use a filter. And the reason we're using a filter is the concept of aggregation. So we basically have that, and if we execute that, that will derive an amount by the account that we have. So let's change this, and we're going to take a department. A department is a dimension. And if we run this, this produces every department that we have. And see, we have leading zeros there. Let's take care of that by putting some parentheses around this. Let's actually label this so we can see a little bit better. Okay, make this a bit bigger. Okay, so let's run that again. And you can see that we have departments, we have zeros. So if we go here into the department, and if we bypass the parameter, we hard code this with 0 and 1. We just pull the zeros and the ones. So that's pulling by the row. So now, if we go here and we click on this button, this gives us a sheet filter. Let's bring the department again and choose 400. So if we choose 400, we can see that we're not pulling any 400s. That's because the row has priority over the sheet. And now what we're going to do is going to drop this on the column. And here, instead of 400, we're going to choose 300. So if we choose 300, we can see that the column has more authority than the row or the sheet. Okay. And if we go ahead on the row and drop our filter, we can see that the column has more authority than the sheet. So the column, then row, then the sheet. So the column has the most authority or hierarchy. So let's go to the last part. Let's run this again quick. Escape out of this. And I'm going to go to the cell. So if I go to the cell, I'm going to just drag and drop this, and I'm going to just clear this out. Okay, I'm going to select nothing. Okay, so it's empty. So now if I run this and it's empty, notice it doesn't bring anything. So the cell has the highest priority. So one of the things, if you want to ever troubleshoot, is if you drop this on the cell, it doesn't have any sort of a filter, it'll give you basically no data because the cell has the highest authority. So it's a cell, column, row, and sheet. Since we're doing this, I'm going to show you one more thing. If I click on cell B9 and drop a department, oops, let me redo that. That's the wrong one. Okay, and let's make this empty again. just as you see this for troubleshooting. So if I do that, we basically still have the 3s on the column. So it did not affect that when we did the actual cell on this, but it did affect it when we put it on the row. If I go ahead and then choose two values, it's on that cell, it is the same effect. So as we said before, a hierarchy is cell, columns, rows, and then sheets. Thank you very much.